Morning, Warriors. So, I'm here to give you a 30,000 foot overview. I know you've been pulled into the micro. You're seeing all the micro things happening with the SEC lawsuit, all the news about Ripple, all the news about XRP. And what that did is it pulled you away from your 30,000 foot overview into a micro level of all these people telling you exactly what's going to happen. Now, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But the way that I fly my plane is from a 30,000 foot overview. I look at the broad, big picture of what's happening within our world, what's happening within America, and the massive political theater that's going on. What it does is it has people looking this way at a pandemic as there's a biggest shift in generational wealth happening this way. The elites aren't going to tell you what's happening. They're going to freak you out. They're going to panic you, and they're going to keep you in this system that makes you jump off the cliff with the 99%. Remember, the 1% aren't going to tell you what they're going to do, so you have to watch what they're doing. Now, I'm going to take you on a little broad 30,000 foot overview of Ripple Xrp, and I'll tell you what, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I keep getting message after message. What are you doing? I'm holding strong like an oak tree. I believe in my investment. Now, to make it very clear, I have a broad portfolio. I'm not an XRP maximalist. I just love the use case. I'm an ex-vice president of a bank. I understand the real world solve. Not only what XLM and XRP solves for the banks, I'm also a big XLM holder, which has been amazing, okay? But also the political theater that goes on within the corporate system, within the governance system. It's not designed for you. It's designed to keep you scared. And what I personally think is happening, this is the biggest shakeout ever to move the weak investors out so the institutional investors could suck it up. So there's a lot of things happening right now, but I'm going to take you on a 30,000 foot overview very quickly, okay? I'm back in the game now. I'm moved in. Still got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm back in the game. Thank you for the time. Those of you who have not answered your message, I'm going to do the best I can. I have 500 messages to answer today, so I'm just going to chop them up into hour by hour and answer as many messages as I can. So if I don't get to you, make sure you message me again today to get me to the top of your feed. So let's jump right into it, Warriors. It's 4 o'clock here in the Warrior Academy. I'm going to play a video that you guys probably forgot about. I'm going to talk about Trump's banning Alipay, 7 different apps in China, okay? Then we're going to talk about the SWIFT system, the old archaic banking system. So a lot of people talk about XRP and Ripple, and they have no idea how banking really, really works. We're going to talk about Ripple, and then we're going to talk about the fact of things that Ripple's doing with regards to lending. Ripple is going to be, XRP is going to be, in my belief system, it is going to be the bridge currency for the world. It is going to move the currencies across the world. It's going to be the bridge. That's basically what I believe in my ecosystem, my mind, and I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so we're going to watch this interview. This was back in February 10th, 2017. Listen to what Trump says, okay? Now, this is a big day in history right now on the 6th.
The currency devaluations. I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field.
That is critical what he just said. Sooner than people think, we will all be on a level playing field. My prediction, not a financial advisor, is that XRP is going to be that level playing field.
That's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country. But it has to be fair, and we will make it fair. I think the United States is going to be an even bigger player than it is right now by a lot. When it comes to trade, a lot of that will have to do with our tax policy, which you'll be seeing in the not too distant future. We'll have an incentive-based policy, much more so than we have right now. Right now, we don't even know. Nobody knows what policy we have. But we're going to have a very much incentive-based policy. We're working with Congress, working with Paul Ryan, working with Mitch McConnell. And I think people are going to be very, very impressed. We're also working very much, and this has a lot to do with business, on healthcare, where we can get great healthcare for our country at a much reduced price, both to the people receiving the healthcare and to our country.
So here's my prediction. Now it's about 16 days. I said this 19 days ago. I believe from this day forward, 16 days, you're going to see the biggest changes you've ever seen in world history, especially in America. Okay, so let's jump right into this here. Oh, check this out right here. Wow. Anyways, Amazon's getting into pharmaceuticals. So Trump bans Alipay and 7 other Chinese apps. The narrative is here, warriors. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order banning transactions with 8 Chinese apps. The app including popular payments, Alipay, as well as QQ Wallet and WeChat. The order, which takes place effect in 45 days, says the apps are being banned because they are a threat to the U.S. national security. Okay, just want to put that out there. So you saw the Trump thing, even playing field. Now you can say what you want in my comments about the election, things like that. Not political. I think you're going to see the biggest changes in the next 16 days. Okay, let's talk about the SWIFT system. You have to understand the SWIFT system if you want to understand Ripple Xrp and the solve that it makes. So I'm an ex-banker, right? So if I walked into a bank to send a wire transfer to England, not only now is it difficult to get into a bank, number one. Number two, if I sat down and I transferred $50 million to buy a big plot of land out there, it would be expensive, archaic, and slow. So basically, I have to sit down with the banker, make sure that they get everything right? I put it with the banker, and it goes up and through our currency, up through multiple currencies, up through the Federal Reserve, and then back down to England. There is massive risk with that. The bank has to have the liquidity. Number one, we're in a liquidity crisis. It also has so much chance for error. So the world before SWIFT, okay, prior to SWIFT, was the only available, or Telex was the only available means of messaging confirmation international funds. Telex was hampered by low speed, check this out, security concerns for free message format. In other words, Telex did not have the ununified system of codes like SWIFT did, okay? Why is SWIFT dominant? According to London School of Economics, supported and shared by networks, beginning to achieve institutional form in the late 1960s. So I'm just going to stop right there, okay? Oh, when was SWIFT founded? 1973. Wow, gold standard, 1971. With 239 banks in 15 countries. Here's my prediction. Okay, this was the old SWIFT system. Just like Telex, they're probably talking about, just like me talking about SWIFT, somebody was talking about Telex, and then this world dominator was coming, SWIFT, that was going to take over the market. And now I'm going to tell you right now, in my paradigm, Ripple XRP is going to be the new SWIFT. In our latest discussion, we showed how fragmented landscapes of cross-border payments is being redefined by the power of ICO standardization and the fresh technology approach of RippleNet. Today, cross-border payments are on the cusp of transformation. Blockchain technology and digital assets like XRP can create a more frictionless cross-border payment. Not only frictionless, warriors, but think about this. You can't move into this new quantum financial system or the fourth industrial revolution with SWIFT system that was built in 1973. Think about that. Let's rationalize this political theater that's going on. XRP, Ripple, will be the cross-border payment for all currencies. That is what I believe in my heart of hearts. I'm sticking with it, and I'm accumulating more bags. I believe the whole thing is to shake out all the retail investors so that the institutional investors can buy it up, which is going to be the banks. Okay, which is going to be the banks. Now, XLM is another one of my big holdings. I think XLM is going to be a big player for helping countries build their CBDC. Ripple is going to be the cross-border payment, the connection with the world. It is a big political theater. XRP is one of the biggest parts of the crypto ecosystem in regards to the market cap. Think about that. You have Bitcoin that got designated not a security. You had Ethereum that got designated not a security, but they stopped at Ripple. And the only company that met with the SEC on a monthly basis, that's why all the Bitcoin maximalists call XRP Ripple a banker's coin. They're the only one communicating with the SEC, but the SEC is going to take them out. Warriors, the OCC just announced that banks can hold stable coins. Think about that. Think about that. The political theater's here. You can't say cryptocurrency is a fraud anymore. So that's out the window. So what other excuses do you have to not look at it at a 30,000-foot overview? Okay, let's get a little bit deeper here. Okay, Ripple enters lending with XRP credit lines to fund global payments. Do you realize that your whole infrastructure, your whole banking system is changing before your eyes? How you do banking within the next 3 years is going to completely get flipped upside down. But what you're doing is you're sitting there holding on to your fiat currency, your paper money, going down with the ship. You're getting your stimulus check that every time they print stimulus money, it's pushing us further into this. And as you sit there and hodl all your fiat currency and you stack up your bank account, savers are going to be losers. Let me repeat that. Savers are going to be losers. futures. Forget about cryptocurrency. Get into stores of value, gold, silver. You have to wake up, warriors. They are shifting your economy. These things are all political theater. He said this in 2017. He's now banning the China, American and China, this big political theater that we're at battle with China, right? There's Bitcoin mining is in China. I hold Bitcoin, so I'm not saying anything against Bitcoin. But most of the mining for Bitcoin is in China, guys. Think about that political theater. The SWIFT system, okay, is old, archaic. XRP, Ripple, to me, is the only one that can take over the SWIFT system. Think about the liquidity that Ripple has. You have to take off your lens from the micro view and go into a 30,000 foot overview, warriors. That's how my brain works. I can see beyond the bullshit. I can see beyond all the political theater, and I can see the connections. Think about it. Brad Garlinghouse is on the crypto committee for the World Economic Forum. I should have showed you the video where Trump was speaking 11 months ago at the World Economic Forum and basically arrogantly calling out everybody and saying America is going to take over. Now, we can believe what earth political theater we want. We're all speculating, warriors. We are all speculating. But I'll share with you guys, if you're getting into the cryptocurrency space, make sure you have a broad portfolio, but also don't believe hot tips. I have a broad portfolio that's set up across the board. If XRP Ripple does go to zero, which I don't believe it ever will, and it's not going to, I'll still be fine. I'm still going to have the biggest crypto bull run I've ever had in history, glow generational wealth, because I'm smart with my investments. XLM, I have stacked, that's one of my second biggest holdings. I'm killing it with XLM right now. But warriors, it's about listening, understanding, and educating yourself. If you give a man a fish, they'll eat for a day. If you give a man or a woman a fishing pole, they're going to eat for a lifetime, warriors. That's what we do here. I'm a believer in God. I follow the life of Jesus. Like I said, I'm non-religious. Jesus taught people how to fish. And that's exactly what I want to do. I don't want you to believe a word I'm saying. I want you to educate yourself so you can fish for a lifetime, warriors. This is about survival at this point. Survival of people who listen, who open up their mind, and understand that they have the smart computer, the smartphone, that you can research all this stuff yourself. Like I said, don't believe a word I say. Let me get under your skin. Let me irritate you, warriors, so you can go out and do your research. But say what you mean in the comments. Don't say it mean. Another thing, I will never ask you to send me cryptocurrency. If you see anybody down there talking about any type of cryptocurrency stuff, we will never ask you to do anything. Eventually, there's going to be people probably duplicating my account, so don't ever send anybody cryptocurrency, or if anybody that's imitating me or Kevin anytime, please do not respond to that. Respond to us on our social media platforms personally, and we'll reach out to you guys. Like I said, I'll get all to the messages today. I love you guys very, very much. Remember, don't let me love you more than you love yourself. Warriors, rise! Oh yeah, if you want to join our warrior community, click the link down below. You can join our Warrior Academy, see my portfolio every single time it changes. Thursday crypto calls, Discord with the smartest people in the world. Warriors, rise! Let's go.